Hi everyone, it's nice to see you today. Have a big breath in, a good sigh. Keep using that breath as a way to release and also relax and also open. In the previous session, we looked at how the mind constructs a reality for itself. We explore that idea and possibly the notion that the reality we think we are constructing is false. The notion of ignorance, where we misinterpret or miss information and then act based on these misinterpretations. Which brings us to this session of observing the mind, the concerns that we have, the concerns that we bring to every moment, to every experience. Not necessarily easy stuff, but the meditator is not put off at all by difficulty. In fact, the meditator is motivated to have a look and see one's own mind, its fears, limitations, hesitations. And then we explore new space, possibilities of freedom beyond fear. Wow, sounds great, but requires work and commitment, regular daily practice. Alright, close your eyes. Again, have a big breath in, but this time hold the breath for 3, 2, 1, and then release. Every new meditation session, we start again. How are you feeling right now? What is your mental state? Are you ready to roll up your sleeves and get to work in this session? Are you alert, keen to learn, to discover new insights that give you an access to happiness and freedom? Is there excitement? Are you invigorated to learn, to grow, to expand? Or are you flat and tired? Actually, that's something worth talking about. If you notice that you're really tired, that you're not clear, your mind is dull, heavy, well, that's a really good time to then lie down, maybe put your hands on your tummy and do some breathing. Increase your oxygen levels. Why don't we do it right now? Please lie down lie down flat on your back. If you have a blanket, that would be really nice to cover yourself. Put your hands on your tummy. Somewhere around the belly. And start to breathe through your nose. Slowly into full. Slowly out to empty. The hands are going up and down, moving with the breath. Let's have a couple minutes for you to unwind, slow down. But don't forget the oxygen part of this. When the brain gets tired, partly it's because we're so fixated and obsessive that we stop breathing. We get low on oxygen, we get tired. So now you're loading up again, filling up on oxygen. The brain will restore quite quickly. See if you can notice this. Relax the breathing now. Open your eyes. And just look at the space that you're in. You're lying on the floor, quiet and restful. Feel yourself in this space, a part of this space, this perceived space. If you spent the last couple of minutes lost in thought, come back now to the idea of being the watcher of this thinking mind. Not even needing to worry about the thinking. Whatever you were thinking about, not worried about it. The watcher has no concerns. right now, be the watcher of the idea you have in your head that feels like you're a person with a body in a room, in a world. There's a feeling to that. And you're the observer of that feeling, that mental feeling. Have another breath. Now, when you move slowly to get up, see if you can be the observer of this person who feels like they have a body in a world and they're moving to sit up in it. And there is the observer of all of that. Try it. Try it now. Once you're settled, sit up straight. Have another deep breath. Close your eyes again. And now we're back at the start. We're checking again. How are we feeling now? And do we feel different, better, just by doing that little rest and more open breathing? Okay. So, right now, it feels like, to me, Toby, this person, in his little mind, it feels like he's sitting in a space and he's doing something. He's making a video and talking to people who feel like they're in a world and so on. That idea, which he is taking for granted and believing is true, there's another part of awareness that is watching that is slightly separate from it, and certainly objective as opposed to subjective. The objective observer is not worried. The subjective person, the player in this game, he definitely has many concerns. In fact, almost everything he does is based on these concerns. This is what we're going to look at today. The notion of concern, worry, anxiety. So let's just say it's true that I'm a person in a world, and I feel like it's true in my mind, in my awareness, my consciousness. So here I am in a world, and it looks like a whole lot of systems and rules and structures which I have to fit within. I have to do things every day, it seems like. I have to do them well. I need to make sure that I get what I need. What are these needs? I need to be secure, most of all. In fact, most of us want to be comfortable. We do not want things to happen that we don't like. But we really want to get the things that we do like. So every day we go out into the world trying to ensure that these needs are met. Now, before we go out, we may have concerns that we will be able to get those needs met. This will make us really worry on a deep level. Of course, we can worry about other people as well and their needs, and that's what happens in a family. So this whole construction, which we believe is true and real, the way that we see it, suddenly becomes threatening, dangerous. We start to feel vulnerable. We worry. All of our actions are gestures to address or meet our concerns, our needs. That's a heavy load to carry emotionally, psychologically. It's very tiring, draining, exhausting. And where stress comes in is when life, which is a free-flowing, unlimited set of organisms, molecules and atoms, it resists the structure that we try to lock onto. What I mean is, we have constructed an idea of a reality which is false. In the last video, we looked at the idea of the sound of one hand clapping. Our mind imposes a picture of true existence, true reality, onto a reality that is not actually like that. And so it just falls through it. The sound of one hand clapping is that there is no hand to meet it. So our mind superimposes what it thinks is reality onto what isn't actually that. And it just falls through. So, we set up a construction, we believe it's true, we try to impose it, but it will always fall flat, this construction. And then we will worry even more. We will start to become stressed. And that is the complexity of life for the egoic human. What can we do about it? First, we need to see that it's actually happening. You need to see yourself doing it. I'm just reminded of a line from the book I was reading in the last session, How to See Yourself as You Really Are. To address the real root problem or cause of the problem, you need to look in the right place. So, there was the example that if someone thinks that there is a snake outside the front door, don't talk to them about something else, something in the back room. No, take them to the front door and show them that there is not a snake there. That's the key. We need to address the core problem. All right, close your eyes. Have a sigh. Just see how you're feeling. See how you're thinking. All right, so let's have a look at the idea. You look at this for yourself first, that this little mind inside my head has created a big story, a big picture, a whole world, a universe. It has constructed this and believes that it is true and real, the ways that it sees it. And then it must negotiate this world, this reality, and it has concerns, needs. This is you, the person, you, me, inside my head, this character that we spend our whole life thinking about, defending and securing. So I just want you to try and be the watcher of that person and look at the concerns they seem to have every day, everywhere. From the second they wake up to when they hit the pillow at night, and even through all of their dreaming. Be the watcher of yourself, this person that you believe exists and is real, and look at how concerned deep down this person really is. If your mind has drifted and you're thinking about other things right now, look at what you were just thinking about and see how that is possibly a mind worrying, having concerns about something that seems to be happening in this perceived world. Have a deep breath. Open your eyes. So the thinking that you've just been doing, that's where you can see that it's pretty much always concern. It's what most thinking is, and it's usually thinking worried about the past, things that have just happened, or the future, and even in the rare moments that we are aware of the present, we can be concerned there. Like for example, if you have a sore back right now, or knee or hip, you would be concerned about that right now. You'd be saying, this is true what's happening and it's a concern, and I have a need not to be uncomfortable or in pain, a need not to suffer, a strong need. Anyway, be the observer of this concerned little mind. The watcher, the observer, is not concerned. The more that you can develop the awareness of being the watcher, instead of being this concerned little worrying part of yourself, so much easier life will be. Now, if you do breath work in yoga, the stretching also, and the breath work in particular, this will open up this concerned little mind that we're looking at. It's designed to do that. That's the practice of yoga, the tools. Square breathing in particular, and we haven't done that yet, but we will do some breath training sessions soon. So the breath work is the key. I'm giving you ideas. We're doing conceptual, reflective mind training. But breath work will help you change and will help you see things that you weren't understanding before. And it's really up to you to start using those tools yourself outside of these sessions. That's very important. Okay, that's enough for today. just keep watching this little person, this little mind inside your head, constructing a world or living in a world it has constructed and believes is true. And then the concerns it has within that world, which are exhausting. Have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Thank you. If you like this session, please click like on the YouTube channel. That will help me. Thank you. Don't forget to maybe share this with others if you think that people might benefit from doing this course and probably needing to start at the beginning. Okay. Take care.